welcome to my home. Your home, your home. Can I go fast or not? Through the Bodhisattvas belonging. Oh, it's cool here, huh? I'm sorry, the air conditioning is coming, but I don't know when. Could be 10 more years, if you have patience. We have a very big house, but not many people come on. American? Yes. Looks like. Billy, you stay here? Eat again? Vietnamese? Yeah? From America?
Yes.
Oh, what's that? Why do you think like this? Oh, see over there, right? Yeah, just go to say hello. And see you later. Huh? How are you? 有没有中国人在那里？你们从哪里来？台湾来这边做这样啊？啊？台湾人来这边工作，怎么做这个样子呢 ？OK， 还好吗？好。How are you？ Tu es toujours là? Dans la montagne? Tout seul? Tout seul? Mais de Malaysia? Toujours encore la même place? OK， 我说，我跟你们打招呼而已了啊，还没到时间，我们来吃饭，好饿。你吃一下再说完哈，等一下再来哈。啊，这里给大家蒙住吗？啊？他什么？
在搭档，跟你都在对方。
哦，好，OK，这边可以吊床了哈。哎，不错啊！这次因为人来小嘛，大概你们每个人可以盖一个房子在里面住，没问题。都被考倒了啊！为什么这次人来这么小？其实台湾人也不敢来了，怕啊！我已经寄过了，我还没死啊，别人说 OK 啊。好，等一下见哈。下午见 ，OK。So see you afternoon 啊。好凉啊，这边很凉。Enjoy the coolness, OK. If it's too hot somewhere, you just move to 那个你们联络人员要照顾人一下哈，地方大嘛，就给他们坐里面一点，凉快一点 ，OK. If somewhere too hot, you just move to a better spot to sit, OK. Take care of yourself. Alright? Even though the weather has been ordered to be better, but sometimes it's still very hot. 我说已经命令那个天气要好一点了，不过还是会热，太阳还会晒黑的啊，这样已经很好了。这个时候本来最热的。I say if you know Cambodia, this weather is already godsend. It's supposed to be the hottest month already. Huh? So it is already ordered to be good. But take care of yourself, huh? If it's too hot over there, just sit here. Understand? Yes. The ones who understand tell the other ones. And all the contact persons take care of your people, okay? Yes. But don't worry, even the sun is expensive. In America or Europe, if you want to go and have a tan, it costs you many thousands of dollars. So he is free of charge. The sun is free, huh? See you later. Did you meditate? Yeah? Good?
Yeah.
It's cool today, huh? You can even have a swim, If it's too hot, there's water available next door, right? Yes. You can splash it. Or have a bath over there. Have a shower or something. Well, everything is good here, huh? So convenient, even water next to your seat. God cannot treat you better, huh? You like the rain here or not?
Yes.
Yeah, except for leaking water. But it's okay, huh?
Yes.
You have enough places to take refuge, huh? 你们两个找那个凉快的地方那边嘛，你们两个去那边找凉快的地方坐下。啊，从后面走好了，从后面那边男孩子在这里，男孩子在后面。So, do you have more complaints today or not? No, I do. You like to hear? Yes. Every day I have a lot of complaints. I think I have to write a book. Best-selling. How to complain. Because you can know how to complain, but it might not work at all. You know what I was thinking this morning? No. This morning I really understood why people, appreciate Master very much. Yes. I didn't understand that before. I just told one of the people around me that, I really understand now. Yeah. Because before I used to see some of the guru, teacher and all that, and people used to worship them and praise them and say, are you patient? You're a symbol of patience, compassion, love, tolerance, anything. And I said, what? He does nothing. He just goes around, let people bow to him, and then he just sits there and looks at people's eyes. Yeah, and that's all. And then why do people praise him so much? What about patience and endurance and all this? Now I know. Just to be able to sit there, He has to go through hell already first. It's impossible. The human mind is really sometimes hell itself. It's incredible. Huh? If you have to work with a lot of people, you know. Anybody knows? No, you don't. Nobody works with a lot of people. Okay. Is it cool today? It's cool? Yeah. Or do I have aircon or something here? Something there? No, huh? So the wind just comes from you, huh? Because I thought, I don't have aircon. Anything will feel cool. And the fan doesn't work either, so it must be good. You like it still? Yes. Yeah, I'm worried that you don't feel comfortable. Because it's new, huh? Newly developed, and the weather might be not suitable for you. But you feel okay, huh? Yes. Really? Okay. Now, anybody have any question? No? No. Then why are you here? Huh?
Meditate. Look at you.
To see me? Okay. Any other reason? Hear my teaching. Can I even teach you, the greatest beings? The center of the universe. How can I ever teach human beings? Bah. Do you see that? He agrees. That's just an arrangement for master power. To let you know, this is truly so. Really, you don't have questions? Every day I meditate, I heard you, very noisy. Oh, Master, please do this. Oh, Master, why is this? Please, Master. And then now you come here and you have no questions. I don't believe this. Maybe you like Cambodia, huh? Who knows? Hey, what's the matter, honey? Are you crying or is there something wrong?
No.
No? Huh?
No.
No what?
No, I'm not crying.
Not crying. You laugh. Yes, sometimes when we're too happy and we're too sad, the same thing, huh? Our tears are coming down. And when we're in pain or in pleasure, it looks almost identical. That's what Herman Hesse said in his book, Siddhartha. Okay, if you don't have any questions, then let's have some jokes, huh? That's the best, huh? Just laugh everything out. Because otherwise I will cry, I feel like crying every day. Whenever I'm around people, my beloved disables, I always feel like crying. Okay, now let's have some jokes. Some Vietnamese jokes. All right. Sometimes I have to read all this and modify them, to suit your taste and to suit the occasion. Now, there was a master, a so-called master, I don't know, maybe a supreme master even. He was very virtuous, supposed to be, and also very clean, very pure. Like you cannot offer anything to the master, for example, otherwise your ID card will be confiscated. Do you know that or not? Huh? Yes or no? Yes. Oh, that's more like it. Are you still in Samadhi? Then I just quit. Yes or no? No. Okay, I hope you use your mouth when it's needed. And use your ears when necessary. Now there was that kind of master, Okay. And he happened to have a wife too, and kids and all that, a very ordinary life. Many masters have wives and kids, do you know that? You don't? Yes. Well, I have to tell you, I have a lot of kids, but no husband. That's the only difference. So now, this guru has a wife and kids and all that. Yeah. And he is very famous for being very pure and incorruptible. Yeah, very pure. So one day, some of the people, in the political arena, they came. Hey, what is that? Can you please take care of this? What's this? Go and have a look and take it away. Somebody. No, it's down there. The roof? What kind of roof is that? Oh, okay. Now I just plug my ear. Okay. One day, wow, I like that. I don't know if I can do it or not, but it looks good. Okay, let's go back to the master. One day, some of the politicians, like in many countries, they profess democracy, And in such a democratic country, people can vote for whoever they like, for whomever they like to govern their country or their district or their state. So in his state, some of the people were going to advocate themselves for governorship in that state. So some of the politicians came to the so-called master's house, and tried to talk the master into telling the disciples to vote for them. Because many of the so-called teachers or masters, they have a lot of followers, and that makes a difference. Even one vote makes a difference. Do you know that? Yes. Is that true or not? Yes. I heard it. I'm not even sure, but it must be true. So anyhow, so they came and tried to woo the master, the disciples and all that. But in order to tell the teacher but they know that the master, so-called master, this is a so-called supreme master. There's so many supreme around, so I don't know which one is that. Not to see who won, They know that the master cannot be talked into bribery and taking things, so they try the wife. Normally it works. You know that very well, The wives are always the one who make a lot of arrangements for any big officers or any very great personage. And then so they came and talked to the wives. Oh, please, help us. Just tell your husband one word. Just tell him to do something for us. And then anything else later, you want, it will be taken care of. Thanks, God. I cannot pretend to you that I'm 100% concentrated while something is rattling behind me. Sometimes I can, but not when I'm telling jokes. Now the joke is no more fun because it's just so choppy. Where were we now? Oh, God. Is it okay? It's still fun? Yes. All right. So the people, the subordinates of the future governor came to the wife and tried to talk her into accepting something for the master, so that the master would tell the so-called disciple to do something for them. So anyhow, the wife said, "Oh, this is very difficult. You know my husband, huh? Oh, he's a very clean and pure teacher. He won't accept this. I don't dare to tell him. How would I do it? He will scold me. You know, many people get the ID card confiscated because they give him some chocolate. Just one bar of chocolate. Then the ID card is gone. How would I tell him anything?" So the people say, "Wow, oh, madam, you can. You know, you try. Just tell us what to do. What the teacher needs, we will do it. Just try, you know, at least try. We won't blame you if it's not successful. Just try." So the teacher's wife was just maybe infected by the husband, also very compassionate by nature or by the teaching. So she said, "All right." I will try. Yeah. Now I tell you, there is something that would maybe work. My husband, namely the teacher, belongs to the mouse. According to the Chinese zodiac, you know, he's a mouse. So now you go home and make a golden mouse for his birthday next week. Then I will try my best. Huh? Okay, so the people were very happy. "Oh, yes, thank you, madam. Let's go." And they came home and they went to the jewelry and made a golden mouse for exactly like a mouse, but gold, solid. She already instructed it must be solid. Yes. This is not gold-plated, things like that. We don't accept false things. We're teaching the truth, you know. So anyhow, the next week, you know, all these people brought the golden mouse for the teacher to the wife. And the wife tried something to give it to the teacher. And the teacher asked, "Where is it from? How you get the money to do this?" So the wife had to confess, you know, everything, saying, "Wow, these people, they're absolutely sincere. You know, their devotion is so overwhelming that I could not refuse." So I told them, "This week is your birthday, and your Chinese zodiac sign is the mouse. So I told them to make a golden mouse for you, so please accept it." So the teacher was very frustrated and angry, raising his voice, saying, "After all these years, I teach you, you don't have any wisdom. Why did you tell them that my zodiac is a mouse? You could have told them that I belong to the buffalo." You like that, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we do have some kind of practitioners and teachers. So choose which you want, okay? The mouse or the buffalo. Okay, now, that's another one. Still like it?
Yes.
Okay, but you look so cool and I don't know. Are you really here? You with me? Yes. Okay, it looks better now. Before, yes. No. You did eat lunch? Yes. Oh, yes. Now it sounds like you did. Before I thought somebody cut out your portion or something. Now this is something very strange to you, since you are all vegan. But never mind. Let's step into the other world and see what's going on. The world of non-vegetarian. Okay, there was a person, a scholar, and he was very well educated and a very pure and good person. But he saw all around him, you know, all the corrupted court officers, you know, all the bad people in the government, and it made him feel very agitated. So one day he tried to do something about it. Now, Because he was a scholar, very famous for being incorruptible as well as very clever. So many of the politicians often came to his house, to visit him, even though his house was truly a very humble one, a thathut, just like us, something like this. Or maybe even like my house, there's nothing inside. Well, there's something now. After I have been howling all day morning, I couldn't find my socks and all that. There's something now. I brought my own things. And then they often came to him just to associate with his good reputation. So people would think that they were not bad, and they had good friends. Everybody accepted him as a friend, especially those politicians. They say, oh, I have such and such as a friend. Because by doing this, they thought they will enhance their own cleanliness, their own pure reputation, so the people will have more votes for them. And that is the reason. Now, if somebody comes around you and praises you that you're good and all that, be careful. Might not be that you're really good. Don't believe it. Just check up on your spiritual diary. As soon as somebody approaches you and says you're good and pure and clean, please immediately look in the diary, okay? Look twice. And if you find nothing, then look again. Okay? Wear your glasses or use your magnifying glass, anything, just to try to keep yourself in balance, in check. So one day the scholar was visited by many of the great officers of the court, many great politicians. And he tried to do something. Even though he was perhaps a vegan or something, these people are not. And they demanded a meat diet. So he talked to the master Qinghai, something like that. And the master said, okay, give them. Let them go to hell if they want. After all, we respect each individual's freedom, right? Freedom to go to heaven or freedom to go to hell. After telling them all good things and give them sample booklets how to be vegan and why, they don't follow. So what can we do, I told you the joke already about two persons who went on the airplane, Didn't I? Yes. Did you hear it? No? How come? How come some yes, some no? Okay, let's waste your time again. Two persons on the airplane, just like you and me, We went on the airplane. We needed to go somewhere. And then both of them ordered meat, The next person ordered tofu because he was one of our fellow practitioners. But the next two of them ordered meat. And then when the the stewardess come, say, oh, here is tofu for you. And here is pig for you. And here is chicken for you. For the two persons next door. And they protested. They said, no, both of us are pigs. Pig meat. So at least if you eat tofu, people can only say your brain are full of tofu. At least they won't say that you're a pig or dog or you're chicken or whatever, In Vietnam, if you say somebody you are dead chicken, then it's a very, very bad offense. Do they say that in America too? No? What do they call you when you are lousy? Chicken. A living chicken? Instead of dead chicken, you're living chicken, right? Okay. Well, at least you're living. A living teacher and a dead teacher are different, This joke, I don't think you will understand, so we forget it. Find another one. Okay, now, there's another joke. Well, this is all non-vegan, But at least you know what vegans are about. I tell you so that you'll be happy that you're vegan. There was one person who was very rich, and he was very addicted to alcohol. One day, he happened to go out, and he worried that his servant at home will try to eat something of his food while he was away, or drink some of his good wine while he was gone. Even though he had already been very careful and picked a very stupid servant that was not so tricky and didn't know how to eat or steal things like that or to make excuses. Even then, he was still careful, worried about the servant. So he said to him, "Okay, now you stay home and take care of my house, There is a piece of a pig hanging over there in the kitchen. Look after it. Don't touch it. And then there is a chicken still alive next to the kitchen. Also, don't touch it. And take care that all the dog and cat will not come and eat these." And he said, another thing is, there's a pot over there which is covered very carefully. That is poison for the mouse. Don't touch it. There was a wine pot, but he said, this is a poison. If the mouse drinks it, he dies, so just don't touch it. So he went. And then the servant just took out the pork, roasted it, eat it. And then he took out the chicken, killed it, eat it too. And at the same time drinking the alcohol, to accompany it. And feel very good, and then drunk, and lay there sleeping very peacefully. When the boss come home, he saw the servant just sleeping there on his sofa. Yeah. And then also smell alcohol. And some of the chicken bones are scattered all over the place. He kicked them around when he slept. So he woke him up and say, what about my chicken? My pork, spare ribs? What happened to the poison over there? So the servant trying to cry, he cried hard. And he knelt down on the floor and he said, "Oh, please forgive me. I have really been very obedient to you. I tried to look after your house and everything. But then, unfortunately, there was a cat who came by, and then he crawled up to the roof of the kitchen and took the pork and eat it. And then the dog saw the cat do that. He also took the chicken and go out and eat it. I was so worried that when you came home, you would kill me. You scold me, so I took the poison." "But how come I not died yet?" He want to kill himself, but he didn't die. So you be careful with people, huh? When some people look so stupid, it doesn't mean they're truly stupid. And when some people look sweet, it's not necessarily that he or she is sweet, okay? See the way she or he does things. See the outcome of people's business or efforts. Then you know that person inside. Don't ever look at the outside and try to judge whether that person is okay or not okay, huh? You know what I mean? Yeah. Similarly, with searching for a teacher, because most of us love sweet things, love people's sweet talk, soft voice, and good manners, and people who coordinate with us, please our ego and eyes and habits. So we very easily like to look for a teacher or master with a very sweet nature, always soft-spoken and gentle and things like that. But that is only one of the personalities, or maybe trained like stewardess on the airplane. But it's not necessarily that the person can do us any good or have a real teaching inside. So many people are soft-spoken, but the things they do are all very, very destructive to themselves and society. And the outcome is always bad and negative. So in that case, that person who looks sweet or is soft-spoken is doing no good to him or herself and society at large. So the outcome of our lives, our work, our efforts speaks volumes. It's not how we look and how we react or how we live our life. Understand? So you have heard that the old times, Jesus even used a stick or something to chase these money changer away from the church. He turned the table upside down. It looked very ungrateful for a master. But he did tremendous good for mankind. He even sacrificed his life for us, or for his disciples at that time. And his good teachings still have a very, very good impact on a human race as a whole up to now. But many other soft-spoken, perhaps housewives or other officers have never done anything as great as that. And perhaps even did harm to themselves, to their family members, and society too. Because they didn't know anything better. Perhaps they were born with a vocal cord slightly defective. So then they speak very softly. Can't speak very loud. Or something stuck in their throat. You never know. So we have to be careful what we want and how we judge people. Don't judge their appearance, because it's always very deceptive. Is that not so? Yeah. Okay. There was a person who was very bad. Never practiced charity or never ate vegan. I never followed Master Ching Hai. So of course, after he died, he went straight to where? Hell? You know where, huh? That's a bad word, but you know where, huh? Okay. Now he went to, you know where, huh? then the king of, you know what, told him, you are very bad. I'm going to punish you. You have been a very bad person. You have never helped anybody, never go to listen to Master Ching Hai's teaching, and never done anything good. Never give anybody anything when they need it. Now I'm going to, fry you, deep fry, in a very big pot of oil. That's what they do in hell. People are supposed to do like that. When you're bad, they just put you in the oil and fry you. Anyhow, I saw the person say, oh my God, please forgive me. I didn't know, I was ignorant. I didn't know Master Ching Hai exists. Well, I knew, but I didn't know she's good. What people told me, she just sit there and look at people's eyes or touch their head. Oh, what is that? How can I believe it? So please forgive me. And the king of hell said, no, definitely not. You are terrible. You are worse than anybody I ever seen. So your sin would be washed only by boiling oil. So there's no escape about it. Be prepared for your retribution. So he was crying, but nothing helped. So all the devils were preparing the oil pot to put him in. And the oil pot was near boiling. And he said to the devil, this man, because he's very stingy, he said, look, it's very wasteful. Why don't you just boil a pot of water, put me in, and keep the oil? Or you can sell it and give the money to me first, and then put me in the pot of boiling water. Oh, gosh. There was another one who was also very bad, very stingy. One day he crossed a river, tried to cross the river by himself, and then he slipped because the currents was very, very strong. And then the current swept him away in the middle, and then he kept calling for help, Anybody help me? I will give you some money. And there was one person on the boat, nearby. I said, okay, $50. All right, and I helped you. And the person said, $50, too expensive. $20, okay? And the other, he said, no, this is too cheap. And he's still trying very hard to, between the water, drinking, okay, $30, okay? So the person say, no, last price, $40. So the person in the water said, I'd rather die. Too expensive. Yes, same with us, huh? Many people bargain with me, huh? What? 3 vegan meals in a day? And 2.5 hours meditation? How about just vegan breakfast? Is that okay? Especially the Chinese. They have the tradition of eating breakfast vegan. And they call themselves also vegan. But if you press them further and they say, okay, breakfast vegan, things like that, you know. So normally there would be Buddha in the morning and become something else at noon and evening. I'll go to heaven a morning and back to hell the rest of the day, something like that. Because I think to meditate 2.5 hours is too much, to spend all this time. And also eating vegan all day, you know, it's too much. How can you value something as great as your soul by measuring it with material comfort? But many people do that. And that's their mistake. And that's why they're still here. There was a person who was also very, very stingy. He went to see a friend. A friend came to see him. And the friend saw that, he has raised so many animals, you know, horse, chicken, duck, geese, and very groovy. But then he seemed like he was not prepared to kill any of them for him. So I was sitting a very long time waiting, and lunch came, and then past lunch hours, nothing happened. Only drinking water. So the guests were a little bit restless, you know, and trying to make some gesture hinting. But the host said, wow, truly, truly sorry, you know. It's rare that you come to visit me, but we didn't do anything, didn't give you any, you know, food, you know. I feel very bad. I don't know how to find some meat for you to give you a really decent meal. So the guest, you know, the friend said, oh, never mind. You take my horse, you know, I have a horse there. Just kill it and then both of us can eat together. The guest is more generous. Of course he knows that he won't do that. The host won't do it. So the host said, oh no, how can I kill the horse? And then how will you go home because you live very far away? That's what the guest waited for. So the guest said, oh, never mind, you have so many geese outside, just lend me one. I will ride the geese to go home. You know what it means? Yeah. Very good hint, huh? So anyhow, if you're vegan, just tell people straight, huh? We only raise these goose and duck just for fun, huh? Not for you to eat, huh? Tell them. Then they have no trouble. Oh, you don't feel happy, huh? With all this goose, huh? There was a person. He was not skilled in medical knowledge. In fact, he never learned any medical skill at all. But then he liked to boast to people that he is a very good doctor. So every time if somebody was sick or something, he immediately opened his book, you know, and said, why? Take this and this together and then you'll be cured. One day, there was a person, but normally it was a very small thing, you know, like a little headache or something. Then even if headache was not cured, nobody would bother so much and they would find something else to drink, to take. But then one day a person who had so much stomach problem came to him. So he also immediately, in the night, you know, in the middle of the night, actually he had enough compassion. He woke up, turned the light on, and then read in the book to see what is for the patient. Okay, so he told the patient to go home, get some of the ginseng, and then just cook it, Cook it until it's become concentrated, and then drink it. Okay, the patient did exactly like that until the morning and then died. And his family members sue the bush doctor for it. And then when the church asked him, how would you prescribe things like this that make people die? And the bush doctor say, what? I did my best. I do everything according to the book. This is a book, medicine book. I don't just talk nonsense. So the church took the book and had a look. And then when he looked on the page where ginseng is listed, and it read further like, if you have stomach problem and you drink the ginseng, then the next page say, die. Because the doctor didn't read the next page. Yes. Yeah. Something like that happened in your kitchen too. Yeah? You read the Supreme Cookbook and you read only half of page number 9. And the next page number 10 you don't read. And when you cook, it tastes like straw mat or something. And you say, Master doesn't know how to cook. So be careful when you read cookbooks or medical books, okay? Read it thoroughly from the end to the beginning. If you die, don't tell me. Okay. Perhaps the same bush doctor. One day he was visited by a mother who had a very sick child. The child was with fever, very high fever. And then he gave him something, and the child also went to see Amitabha Buddha immediately afterward. So the parents came and make trouble for this bush doctor. The doctor didn't believe it and went back to the house of the child and verified it himself. So he just took a look at the child who lay there stiff and cold, and then he touched him and he said, what? How do you still blame me? You told me that the child needed some medicine for fever and he was very hot, now he's cold like this. My medicine worked, you still blame me. Okay, and there was another doctor. Perhaps in another place. Let's not make too much bad name for one, okay? Okay, suppose this one is another bush doctor in another province. He always boasted of his ability to cure any kind of sickness. So one day, a very old person came suddenly to his house and asked him, I thought you always say that you are very good and you are always very able to cure people. So how many patients have you healed already? And the doctor said, whoever comes to me, I just cure him, no problem. Whoever comes, he's cured, he's healed. Yeah. And then the old person frowned his eyebrows together and said, you have forgotten something. The doctor said, what? The old man said, last time you prescribed something for my grandson and you promised us that take this medicine for 1 year and then he will be cured. After he took it only for 1 month, he died already. So you have forgotten. Huh? How do you explain this? So the bush doctor said, you see? He's a very stubborn patient. I told him to take for 1 year and he took only for 1 month. Why die so quickly, right? It's still 11 more months to come. Huh? So there was another another doctor, perhaps somewhere else. Okay, good doctor you can find anywhere, because he was the one and only in that district. So people invited him anywhere. So one day he was invited to come to a person who happened to shoot himself accidentally with an arrow while he was practicing archery, and he shot himself in his own leg. I don't know how they do it, but and then he went to the doctor, and the doctor, okay, the arrow, went deep inside, and half stuck out and half was in the flesh. So the doctor came, took a knife, cut the outside half, and then went home. And the patient said, hey, there's another half inside. So the doctor shook his head and said, no, for this you have to find an internal doctor, I'm only for outside. How you call this? How do you call the doctor who only takes care of the outside things? Yes, I'm only a general doctor. You have to find an internist, huh? Internist, huh? It's cute. You have to go to two doctors. Okay, that's another doctor, perhaps somewhere else, okay? Don't know how he prescribed the medicine, but after the patient took it, he went to see St. Peter. He's a Catholic. So he went to visit St. Peter, never returned again. Anyhow, so of course the family members didn't like that, and then came and sued him. But the doctor came and bowed to them and pleaded with them, please be considerate and don't make trouble for him, because even though he's a doctor, he's a boss doctor, he doesn't have much money, he can't afford to go to the court and anything like that. Even if they sue him, there's nothing good for them because he don't have enough money to pay them anyhow. So whatever else they can do, just try their best, but just don't take him to court and make trouble. Okay, so after a while like this, the family members also feel very, softened and feel sorry for the boss doctor. So they say, okay, well, at least you come and carry the dead body to the grave and dig the grave and all that. Then take care of all the funeral service, then it's all right. Then let's call it even. And that's the best already we can do for you. We already feel so much pity for you, so that's okay, huh? So the doctor said, okay. So on the day of burial, he, his wife, and the son, and the son's wife, carry the coffin, both sides, on the four sides. Carried, because in the old times, they didn't have car, so they carried on their shoulders, two persons in the front, two persons in the back. So after they walked for a while, and the doctor felt very, very tired. He was old, and skinny. And he said, I tell you what, to be a human being, never ever learn to be a medical person. To be a human being, never learn medicine. So his wife sighed, said, yeah, you learn medicine, you make trouble and suffering for your wife and kids. And the son added one sentence and said, oh my God, his head is very big. And you have the feet, is even better than me. I'm in the front, the head is very heavy. I nearly couldn't walk anymore. And so the daughter-in-law, at last she said, okay, father, next time you want to heal somebody, please pick a skinny one. Okay, now we go to another one. We don't talk bad about doctor anymore. We talk bad about somebody else. There was a person. You know, in Vietnam or in China, they have a person like priest in the Catholic Church, you know, to go to the funeral service, yeah, and read prayers and things like that for the people, to pray for the people. People like that. But this person happened to be, illiterate. So he didn't know much about how to write many things. So when he came in, he had to prepare a speech to talk for the dead. And you have to insert the dead people's name in it. Like, so-and-so, Mr. X, Mr. Epsilon have died today, and please, all the hosts of heaven take him. And he has been a good boy, or things like that, yeah? So anyhow, this person was illiterate, and he couldn't write down the name. And the dead person happened to be Mr. Round, you know, Round? Yeah. Mr. I'll say William Round. So he didn't know how to write round. So he said, oh, never mind. He just put a round shape, a zero shape in it. And say, William, he could write. William, he made phonetic for himself, William and round. He put a circle in it. And so on. Because the other formula he already learned by heart, so he didn't have to even know. He learned already. Even if he read the formula, he didn't have to read it. But the name he had to insert in it. Just like when you go for initiation, you insert your name in the empty spot. But please don't make a circle if your name happens to be round. And many people in the village knew that this guy was not very well educated. And it happened that this person was William Round. So anyhow, they saw him write the formula with a circle, and they were laughing. So they waited until he went in the bathroom or something, and they just mischievously put a stripe on it? A slash on it. Oh, yes. Put a slash next to the the circle like this. You know what I mean? No, they do it like this. Like this. So in Vietnam, there are people who make the coconut. They cut the coconut and then put a handle on it and drill the handle in between to get water out with it, yeah, from the bucket, yeah. Like what in English? A scoop.
Like a big ladle.
Big scoop, huh? Ladle, huh? Okay. So it look like a ladle, huh? So when the priest, country priest came back, you know, and he read it. I am today, the 10th of April, 1996. All heaven and earth hear me, bang bang. There was a good person, namely Mr. William Ladle. Because now it's like a ladle. So people stop him. They couldn't stop laughing because they know what they did. I say, hey, his name is Round, not Ladle. Why you read the wrong name? He say, huh? And who was the cupid that put the handle over here? Okay. You understood, huh? Make sure you don't write a circle and people will put a handle on it. Okay. I think this one you would like it very much. Another one. In some of the countries, the Buddhist monks don't eat vegetarian. You know that? Yes. And some are going into a vegetarian tradition temple, but sometimes they eat meat too. Yeah? Occasionally. Under the table. No, maybe on top of the table, but behind closed door. Things like that. If he happened to be an abbot, abbot, then it's very easy for him to eat what he likes. So one day he ate some dog meat. One of his small monks, novice, came in and smelled it. I said, "Oh, master, what is that you eating?" So the teacher, the head monk said, "I'm eating tofu." So suddenly, at that moment, some dogs were barking outside in the temple's front yard very loudly. And the head monk said, "Oh, what is that noise? Somebody coming there or what?" So the small monk said, No, nobody there. It was just that our temple's tofu were biting the neighbor's tofu." I'm sorry, Korean monks. You have some Korean monks in here or not? Yeah, laughter is very good for you, huh? Good for me too. And I feel relieved sometimes because this world is too serious for me. Sometimes it depresses you, huh? You just have to laugh at many things in order to survive. There was a person who had so much debt. He owed practically everybody something in the village. And every day some people come and want him to repay the debt. But he always say, "I cannot, please come next time again." And one day he came back home and many of his creditors were sitting all over the steps, outside the staircase and inside the house and all that. So he came to one person who sat, under the sun. Or the most outside, was under the sun. And he said very, whispering in his ear, say, "Please, come back tomorrow, early, around 7 in the morning." So that person was very happy, and went back home. And after all the creditors had nothing from him, also left. And the next day, that person came very early, about 7 o'clock in the morning. The creditor, the one who sat the most outside, he came, and he just sat there waiting, sat in the living room waiting. And the one who had that gave him water and things like that. And he sat there and waited for a long time. And he didn't, nothing moved, nothing happened. So he said to the one who owed money, he said, "Didn't you tell me yesterday to come early? Because I thought you wanted to repay me or something and not to let other people know. That's why you told me to come early today. Is that not so? How come you don't talk anything about it yet?" So the one who owed money said, "Oh, yesterday I saw you sat in the sun and very far away, so I told you come early so you have a better seat." Yeah, that's all. Well, if you have to wait all day, you might just well sit in the cool shade. Very good. And another person also owed a lot of money to everybody. Yeah. And then one day, the one he owed the most money came to him and say, "Now come on, it's time that you give me back the money that you promised." And the person said, "Look, I'm so poor. Can you believe it? I have no money to give back to you. If I had, I would." So the creditor, is that right? The one who gives the money, the creditor, he said to the one who borrowed money, No, I don't believe you. I think you have a lot of money, just that you don't want to pay me, that's all." And the one who owed money said, "Why do you say like this? If I have money, I would. Why do you think I have money? Why do you think I have money and don't want to give to you?" So the creditor, the one who lent the money, pointed to the dishes on the table and said, "Look here, you're eating a duck for your lunch, and you let me believe that you don't have money. How would you tell me this?" So the one who owed money said, "Look, I have only one duck and I couldn't even afford to to keep him. That's why I eat him." That's no good for vegans, At least if you eat tofu, people believe that you don't have money. You don't have to make any excuses. Okay, there was a person who liked to flatter those in high positions, like officers, mayor, governor, things like that. One day he went to a mayor's place and immediately came in and said, "Wow, Your Excellency, I must congratulate you." And the mayor, although knew that this person was up to no good and good for nothing, but still was surprised and said, What is it that you're congratulating me about? So the person said, "Wow, yesterday I saw it with my own eyes. The whole herd of tigers live in your district. Because, you know what, you're such a virtuous person that even tigers cannot stay in your district. They had to leave to the next one." So the mayor feel very bad about it, He couldn't swallow it, but he didn't know what to say, so he just kept quiet. He knows it's a flip, it's a hoax, but he, he just didn't know how bad this person can be. He just had to be speechless, He feel very funny. So he just laughed a little bit and then forgot it. And at that moment, some of his subordinates came in and said, "Oh, so many of our district people are stacking protest outside because tigers are eating our people. Even last night, 3 persons were killed by the tigers, and they're asking us to do something about it." And so the mayor turned to the flatter person next to him and said, "I thought you said all the tigers have left my area. How come they still kill people?" And that person was kind of very embarrassed and said, "Well, maybe the neighbor cities' mayors are also very virtuous persons. So the tigers don't know what to do. They have to return." See that? Huh? So make sure that you're a real practitioner and not listen to people who say that you are good and virtuous, and meanwhile, you are not. All these stories offer something for us, huh? It's not just a joke, I think. Don't you think so?
Yes.
This place is so big. There was a man who had a son who was already 20 years old. 20 years old son. But the 20 years old son was absolutely, terribly, definitely, horribly lazy. Didn't do anything, didn't want to learn anything. Would just eat and sleep all day. And ate on the father, live on the father. One day, there was an astrologer passed by, and he looked at the appearance of both father and son. And suddenly he said, "Oh, your father will live until 80 years old, but you will live until 82 years old." Oh, now the son was wailing, crying and beating his chest, and tears rolling down and rolling on the floor and crying like you know what. And then the astrologer was very surprised and said, "I didn't know you are so filial. So you love your father so much? Or did you misunderstand?" I said, "Your father would die before you, not you, huh? So why is it you crying so much?" He said, "What do you think? My father died years before me. Who is going to make money for me in this time?" Terrible, huh? Talking about children. Okay. What time is it now? How long did we blah blah on already? 1 hour?
Yes.
Okay, you meditate, all right? I think I have done enough, so meditate. Next time, okay? You can meditate. Close your eyes, concentrate. Make the best of your time.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
For the planet, our own health, and especially for the sake of the animals, we have to stop eating them and stealing their eggs. We have to stop drinking their milk. Today is a good day to start. Hope Bohanik, vegan.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
So when I came, it was August, July, August is fully alive. So I thought, oh, it's a nice place. Small but lively. Looks nice. People sit almost on the street. You see all the restaurants. So you're free to explore around, get to know your house, neighbors.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.